Good morning, everybody. The Blind Assassin is the book we're going to talk about today, and the author is Margaret Atwood, publisher, Anchor Books, a division of Random House, total pages 521. Margaret Atwood, The Blind Assassin, is a novel that blends historical fiction, mystery, and science fiction into a deeply complex, multi-layered narrative. Winner of the Booker Prize, The Blind Assassin is widely regarded as one of Atwood's most ambitious works, showcasing her unique signature of feminist themes, intricate character developments. She invites the reader into the character's wants and desires of a better life, but struggles to achieve. Example of Miss Atwood's writing is on page 16, the third paragraph. A hot wind was blowing around my head, the strands of my hair lifting and swirling in it like ink spilled in water. Now just take a moment and mentally visualize that, and you'll see why I'm such a fan of Miss Atwood. Now, in the book, Iris Chase Griffin, an elderly woman, reflects on her past during the war and afterwards the tragic fate of her younger sister, Laura Chase. She writes in her memoir about the privileged yet emotionally stifling upbringing in the fictional town of Port Ticonderoga, Canada, detailing her arranged marriage to the cold industrialist Richard Griffin and the tragic consequences that unfollowed. Weaved into Iris's memoir is Laura's posthumously published novel, The Blind Assassin, which tells the story of an affair between an unnamed woman and a fugitive political radical. Within this novel, the man tells his lover about blind assassins in a dystopian world, thus creating a story within a story within a story. I enjoyed the creative way Miss Atwood included fictional newspaper articles and historical references, adding both depth of time and realism to the storyline, as it progresses the reader to be constantly drawn into the web of power dynamics, betrayals, and truth about oppression of women in a patriarchal society. Iris and Laura, though born into wealth, have little control over their own lives and is forced into a loveless marriages to make sure that the family has a financial stability. Now, the Laura, the little wild one or more outgoing speaking one, is frail and unstable, is what everybody thinks of her and says about her, and that's only so she can be controlled. So they think. Now, she's touted as a mad woman and misunderstood. And to me, it was just for men to be able to silence women who actually challenges societal norms. That's all it is. Now that Iris is older, her memory is playing tricks with her as she tries to recall the details of her life. Or is she? This is what I find intriguing about the book. She's able to use her age as an excuse to reconstruct events based on emotion and get revenge rather than tout all the facts of their lives. The Griffin family represents capitalism, wealth, industrial control, contrasting sharply within the working class struggles depicted in the novel. Now, Richard Griffin, a cold and calculating man, is Iris's husband. Richard, a power-hungry man, controls not only his business empire, but also the women in his life, making sure that they can never escape his control. Now, the relationships within Blind Assassin are marked by betrayal, sacrifice, and Iris's affair and Laura's tragic fate and the lovers of the novel. Thus, the novel within the novel is all exploring the tensions between desire and duty. Now, pages 509 through 513 suggest that Laura is confessing to the reader so that they, or the reader, can decode the hidden messages that she is trying to confess to relay to the reader, and it's up to us to say, now I see it. I see what she's doing. So I enjoy the blind assassin's complex characters, their flaws, and power struggles, uh, especially the sharp dialogue. Miss Atwood is a masterful wordsmith of over 50 published books. And I'm such a fan, and I hope that she approves of this reading of her book or this review of her book. But anyway, until next time, keep reading. Bye bye.